So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Back to you.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Looking to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Okay, look at this. Found there on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Ready. 50, plant.
Here we go.
Roll out.
Whip.
5.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Flushed out into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
On first down, it's Ward, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, look at me. Zipper, get it.
They'll set up to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Ready?
Now back to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. In this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Kill.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Reed.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Johnson, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it with Johnson.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. 5.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
There we go. Nice
A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We got this.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Catch made by Slayton. He's got a first down and inside the midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Check right 46. Check right 46.
And this is caught at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, one pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, Haywood.
35's the mic.
Step.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10.
Set. 50. Plant.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
48 Alpha.
Stop.
Come. Shoot.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount the drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Check, 55 to mine. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Shit, let's go.
On the ground with Ward.
Check, 42.
Space to maneuver at the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On second down, it's Ward. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go. 30 base. Rock it.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Bravo.
2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this one to Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get out.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check 52.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depend on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Trying to get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle.
2nd and 11. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, watch the slant. 35's the mic. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
That's it, baby. We got one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Situation, let's go. Check 50, check 50, go.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
No.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Ward. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Ready.
Check 55, Mike. All day. Watch safety 3.
Ready.
Here's Ward. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Get there. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ward. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, shoot.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I'm putting in a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check AARRREE.
They go to Johnson again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. All day.
Now.
This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Shoot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again on the ground, again it's Ward. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Sacked through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
The outlaw. Score.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Logan Cook now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Set, ready. 10-2 stop. Defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ward. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's get it.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Mike 35, Mike 35. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Down 4 late, gotta go for it here on 4th down.
Ready.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.